Hey guys, how is everyone? Let me see who's here. Selma is here. Selma is already right off the bat. She's just blah 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 blah, all up in the place. What's going on? What's going on with that? And Cat and Jack is here, right? Am I right? What's going on, Selma? Someone says her brother is here. Cat says, I am still number one. Like done. Way to go, Cat. I haven't even hit the like button yet. There we go. That's taken care of. Cat says, what did Cat say? Blah, 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 blah. Sweet, blah, kind, blah, blah, blah. Girl, blah, blah. It's an excellent point, Cat. Cat, would you care to elaborate on that? Cat says, I don't like it when you're sad. Me neither. It's 1 o'clock. Was I late? I was having some issues. I wasn't having some issues. There were some issues. Hey, Toy Pups. Toy Pups, are you going to be around after the live stream? Matthew's and Mommy's World is here. Hello, my friend. How are you? Someone says, when you're right, you're right. This is true. Flower's here. Back again. 2 days in a row. What do we owe the honors to this, Flower? Flower, I asked you yesterday. I don't know if you heard me. The paint day. When you guys throw water balloons at each other. Water day. That's coming up, right? Or is it over? Someone says she's having a tough time. I'm sorry, Selma. Hey, the Reinhardts says, good morning, Brother Eric. Good morning, the Reinhardts. Thanks for being in. I think I'm finally pronouncing it correctly after sounding it out. We have a new word we're working on. It's not a new word that's unfamiliar to me, but it's a new word pronouncing, and I want to write about it. But I've been reading my writing on the YouTubes, and I can't read something if I can't pronounce it. You see the predicament? Soulstar says, blessed day, everyone. This is my how to say it mentor right here, Soulstars. Reinhardt says, yes, sir. Finally. Jack Reinhardt, it took me long enough. Thank you for being so patient. Someone says, you're crying so much yesterday? So was it yesterday? Did we talk to you yesterday, Selma? What happened? So give me 1 second. Are you guys subscribed to the Reinhardts? Because we got kids, family, fun, funny, hockey, and rollerblading. That's quite a combination. If you get the opportunity, make sure that you like and support. You got to love a hockey playing dad. Are you, just by any chance, are you in Canada? Hey, Sniper.
Blah 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 blah. Someone wants to be the winner of blah 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 blah. She is not the winner. Blah 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 blah. I will be the winner of the blah 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 blah. Hi Yogi.
Hello, how are you?
I saw you doing a lot of blah blah blah. I thought you always had something to say. You're just blah blah blahing up the place.
I was just blah blah blahing up the place.
How
but
are
you know what? That's why you guys come here.
We just come to blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Blah to the blah blah. Blah blah Salma. Salma's just blowing up the place today. I love it.
She is.
She's amazing. Hi Cat and Jack. How are you? Yeah, I heard you saying something about my live stream, but I was supposed to start early today, but I said, you know what, I'll just wait until Yogi finishes his second live stream and then I'll start it then. Like I work around your schedule now. It's so weird. I knew if I
Um,
I knew if I started it I would have kept it going and then I didn't want to do that. I said I want to be present in the live stream and then I'll do my live stream after.
so you were already live this morning?
No, I didn't do it. I just got
Oh,
busy because if I start, I want to do a marathon. If I started, it means I would have kept going
right.
um, past your 1 o'clock live stream. I didn't want to do that. So.
Hey,
Super
can,
chat of the place. Super chat of the place. I don't want no blah blah blah.
can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Do you see at the bottom of the chat, um, 3 up, you see Sniper's comment?
Snappa. Snappa. Greetings, beautiful souls.
Farther down.
Up or farther up, you mean?
Nope, farther down.
Farther down.
Yeah, right at the end of the chat.
Did you see my text? I can't pronounce that. Salma. Okay, Eric, I think Selena should be called Selena the Poultry to Demus. The Poultry to Demus, you know? The Poultry to Demus, because that is a word.
I think you did a better job than I would have done.
You say poultry to the moose, like a dinosaur, you know? Poultry to the moose. I just saw the oos and I saw dinosaur. Like, I don't even know. I don't know.
Sniper says, when I find out what it means, we'll try it together. We'll try to say it together.
Selena should be called Selena de Potridusinius, you know?
Listen
Yeah.
to this. You ready?
Yeah.
Let me know if you can hear.
Reciprocity.
Okay, say it again.
Reciprocity.
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 Yep, reciprocity.
Reciprocity. You have to say it with accent.
That's
Reciprocity.
that is for our friend Soul Stars. I bought a
Selena's
book.
smarter than all of us. Stop it, Selena. You don't use the big words, but teach us what they mean.
I bought a book yesterday, or actually a couple days ago. I bought it after my birthday, and it arrived yesterday. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna get the book to show you.
Okay, go ahead.
In my
do the
absence,
commercial.
in my
Now let's take
absence,
up commercial.
Selma's in charge.
Oh my gosh, she's always the winner of everything. Selma, you're not the boss. I'm the boss. I'm gonna do the blah 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 song. You can do it in the chat if you want, but like I'm gonna blah 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 super chat blah blah super chat and membership blah blah.
I'm back.
Me and Salma were not going at it. I promise. Oh my God, Salma. Blah 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 super chat blah blah.
So
Super
remember
chat,
this
blah
word,
blah blah.
Reciprocity.
reciprocity. Remember that word.
Reciprocity.
I bought a book called The Service Berry. It's also called the June Berry. It's called a lot of different things. It's a very, very generally around the Great Lakes area, and a very important plant to the natives, the indigenous tribes of that area. And she's a wonderful writer. I read her book, Braiding Sweetgrass, and it's about living a life of abundance. And I already forgot how to say it.
Reciprocity.
Yeah, exactly. Reciprocity.
Reciprocity.
In the natural world, which means that you don't do things just for the sake. You're living a life of gratitude, and you're not just doing things for the sake of others. You're giving for the sake of everything being given back. You're living a life of interdependence, everything connected. So in your gratitude, you receive more, and by receiving more, you give more back. And
That's
this
beautiful.
and this particular plant actually demonstrates it so beautifully, especially for the natives in that area. But so that word's been on my mind for since I ordered this book, and I
That's so
ordered it.
weird. And she just used it?
She just used it this morning, like in a live stream,
No
and
way.
it wasn't even in a sentence. She just put it in there.
No way. She's a
Yeah,
fairy. She's a real life fairy.
yeah, that
She is.
was Soul Stars in the comment here.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that story. It's so
Yeah,
magical, isn't it?
so it is, and I'm going to say, Soul Stars, are you still here?
Soul Stars, Runner Boy, and Jamie Brown. I see you guys.
Thank you for that gift of synchronicity. That's the word I can say.
God, Yuki, we're out of here. Sama, let's get out of here. I don't
Hey, Runner Boy.
Can you use words like Pookie Nookie?
Hey, hey, Jamie. I can't. I try. My mouth doesn't
Like,
make those.
that's so funny. Oh
Well,
my God.
you want to hear about synchronicities?
Yes.
One of my favorite things to talk about. And you can train yourself to be aware of the synchronistic actions that go on in your life. Synchronicity is a coincidence, but it's a meaningful coincidence. Have you ever thought of an old friend you haven't seen for a while, and suddenly you get an email from them, or you bump into them somewhere, or they call you out of the blue?
Yeah.
That's a synchronicity. Or when someone types randomly in a comment, hold on, say it for me, Toy Pops.
Perpetual.
Yes, yes.
Precipiosity.
That was good.
Reciprocity.
Reciprocity. Why can't I remember it?
Reciprocity.
It's a meaningful coincidence. Now, when you meditate, when you do yoga, when you quiet the mind, you start to notice these synchronistic patterns playing out in your life, and you start to follow them, and they lead you to a happier, more meaningful life. It's the universe cooperating with you.
It's like everything has a meaning behind it. Nothing is everything has is on purpose kind of thing.
Yep. And you are that, meaning
And
that you're part of that purpose. You're part of that meaning. You're not separate from it at all. Burner Boy says hippopotamus. He's got an excellent voice. He's got an excellent point. Hippopotamus.
hippopotamus, hippopotamus, it's all the different dinosaurs from where I come from.
Here's a
They're,
question.
yeah, they're my grandparents, my grandmother. Their name was Propratuas and hippopotamus.
I think you can help me with this, Toy Pups. If you have several, if you have a hippopotamus and you have a couple of them, do you have hippopotamuses or hippopotami? Miss hippopotami, hippopotamize.
You will have a whole bunch of hippopotamuses.
You see that? I knew you could. I knew you could help me. I knew you could help me with that.
The other one doesn't make any sense. Of course, it would be hippopotamuses.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it would be hippopotamuses because
What
it's
is
two S's. I know how you spell it.
hippopotami? Hippopotami.
Yeah, like I went to school too. What do you mean? Like, hello.
I
We're
bet you
smart
Squirrel
too.
Sniper.
Like, we know it's hippopotamuses. Is this a trick question?
I'm gonna Google it.
Runner Boy says hippopos, hippo fish, hippopotamus fish. It's a
You know what? I
hippopotamus fish. And what did you mean about options on Puppy Mommy? What is going on here? Runner Boy is like, Selma, options on Puppy Mommy? What's happening?
Do you want to know what a group of pandas are called?
Pandases?
That might be.
It would
It
still be
is called.
pandas, right?
Actually, well, I don't know the plural, but as a group, they're called an embarrassment. An embarrassment of pandas. That's
You're so
actually
mean.
no.
No,
It's
you're
actually
just mean. You're mean.
it's absolutely true.
No, it's
It's
not. There are a
it
bunch
is.
of them together is called an embarrassment. Like
That's
that
what it
can't be
says.
for real. That's so cute. They're called an embarrassment.
Anyway, we're concerned with hippopotamuses.
Hi, your favorite pickle. It's Lele. That's my best friend. Your favorite pickle. Yeah, girl, we're
Hey,
hanging
Pickle,
out with the yogi. Yeah, we're gonna hang out with the yogi for a little bit. We're gonna stay here his whole live stream.
we're learning stuff.
Yeah, we're learning like big words. Listen, girl, they're using big words on this live stream and they're coming for us. So we need to come back with some super cute. Like Cookie Dookie and Badooks is not working anymore. We need some new ones.
Hey,
Help
so
me.
toy
Your
pups,
favorite pickle.
according to AI overview, you and I are both correct. The plural of hippopotamus can either be hippopotamuses or hippopotami,
Oh,
but
hippopotami. Who came up
hippopotamuses
with
more
that?
commonly used and preferred. So more people like what you say than they like what I say. And
Thank
that's
you very much. Thank you.
not
Thank
surprising.
you. I will do the bow. Yes, thank you. We are smart as well. We are very smart. It's hippopotamuses. Hello.
Thanks for subbing. Thanks for subbing, Pickle. Grumpy Sapper is here. A murder of crows, a crash of rhinos. You see, Grumpy Sapper knows.
Your favorite pickle is very supportive. Like she will come hang out with you, chat up the place. She is like very when she goes to school, she goes to school, you know what I mean? But when she's
Yep.
here and she's free like on a Friday and a Saturday and a Sunday, she gives you very much her quality time. We love
I,
you, your favorite pickle. Her name is Lele.
yep, I actually know Lele. Her and I go way back from your chat, from your live stream, actually.
Nice. We call her Krayle. There's two of them. There's Lele and there's KK. Together, they're thing one and thing two, but they're both cray cray. Yeah, they're both cray cray. They will protect you, have your back. They are just, your message is now their message. That's how they roll. I love them so much. Thanks for being here,
Jamie
hanging out
Brown
with
says, "Hi,
us.
how are you, Jamie?"
Yeah, I'm not going to take too much of your time, Yogi. I just came on to kind of just say, guys, the yogi does this for a livelihood, his live streams. And I just want to encourage everyone. It's Friday, like it's right before the weekend. A great way to close out the weekend is by getting a membership for the yogis live streams and the yogis special members only content, which guys, his membership is only 99 cents. Crazy, right? Crazy to the crazy. Like honestly, I keep telling the yogi, you got to change the price. But I realized, why can't someone, when they get a membership, gift another four memberships or something to the channel? Because you know what I realized, when you gift a membership, special people come into the live stream, new people come into the live stream, and it helps the yogi to get his message out into the world, which we all know his message is an amazing, amazing message. And for 99 cents, I think not a bad deal, right? I encourage everyone, before the day is over, think about getting a membership for the yogi's live stream, the yogi's channel. And when you're gonna go purchase a membership for yourself, think about gifting someone a membership. I encourage all of you guys, if you're thinking of getting a membership, think about gifting one to a friend or two friends, or bring three or four new people into the channel. The way the algorithm works, guys, it brings very special channels into this live stream, which will not only help the yogis subscribers grow, it would help him to actually make this dream of his a reality. Because Yogi, this is a very big dream of yours, right? To be successful as a content creator.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I think we can make this happen. This is what we're all here to do. We all want to know how we can support the yogi. And a great way to support the yogi, because this is what the yogi's dreams of. He wants more work for himself. No one offers anything on their first tier membership, but the yogi gives you his arm, his legs, his back, his like neck and his shoulders. He gives you every part of his being. Like he gives you so much in this membership. And for 99 cents, which he doesn't even get 99 cents, he gets like 70% of that. Like, it's crazy. Let's support the yogi, guys. Before I leave here today, because I don't know if I'll be back on his next live stream, please, guys, can we just all support my friend the yogi who does, not because he's my friend, but because the message he gives is life changing. It changed my life, changed my life. And listen, I've suffered from bipolar depression for a very long time. And I felt like there was no hope. I just did not want to live for tomorrow. But guess what I want to do now? I just don't want to ever. I don't ever want to be gone, right? Like this is all from the techniques and uh all the amazing things that the yogi teach us. And guess what? Not only is he got his degrees and all these things, but he lived it. He's speaking from life experience, and there's nothing better you can learn from a person than from their life experience. Love you, Yogi, and I appreciate
Hey,
you so much.
can you
Everybody, membership, membership
can you
today.
stay?
Let's make the
Can you stay
yogi
for
smile.
one more minute?
Okay, I could stay. Yeah, if you tell me to stay, I can stay. But if I feel like I don't want to be overstepping my boundaries.
You never overstep your
I
boundaries.
didn't see Chase in here, so I'm not like scared or anything. But
I
as soon
haven't
as
seen Jace
Chase
for a couple
pops in here,
days.
I'm gone.
Hopefully he'll come up. I wanted you to be here because you reminded me because you said memberships.
Yeah.
This is the 1st of May, and I get to gift 10 free memberships, and I thought I would do 5 now.
Oh my God! I hope I get one.
I
Cross
would
my
love for you to. I would love for
fingers.
you to get one.
I would love to get one because I can't purchase my own membership, right? I really would want to. And that's what
Right.
I mean. If by someone gifting a membership on your live stream gives me a 1 in a million chance of getting a membership, and I would love to be a member on the Yogi's channel. I just can't do it. But if
Um,
somebody gifts a membership, I get the chance of being a member.
for those who have, I don't know if everyone knows this. For those who have, thank you, Kat. Kat is summoning Jace. For those who have memberships on your channels, every new month you get to gift 10. Um, so make sure you check it out and make sure that you gift people so they can come and visit your members. And
I
as
still
Eric,
haven't learned how to do that, Yogi. Like that's something maybe you can teach me because I don't know how to do that. And if someone says you have to have a desktop computer
I don't know.
to
I don't know
do
if that's
it.
true or not.
Yeah, and then I'm like, everything I've been doing so far is just on my device, my phone. I don't have a desktop. I don't have like a laptop or an iPad, or I don't have any of those things. OMG! Oh, that was you, Yogi. I was
It was.
like,
Hey,
OMG, who did that? Let's
RJ,
see. RJ Cheyenne. Oh my God, China membership. Just Kina. I know who that is. Oh my God, Red's Room. That's a good channel, Yogi.
yep.
And not Cat. That's my friend too. How come you guys got it and I didn't?
Now
But I'm
here's a
happy
question.
for you.
I got had a membership on my own channel before it got deleted. I'm sorry, Trident. Here's a question. I got 5 more to give away. Should I do it now or should I wait?
Oh my God, do it. Your favorite pickle, honey. Just be patient. He will mod you up. I promise he will. Yogi, my friend, your favorite pickle, like they're divas. They just want to be modded up, but like they're here to stay. But
Okay.
she'll let you know when she's leaving, Yogi. And if you want to take it off, then you can take it off if you want it,
No,
right?
no need. She's modded now. All right. So you said
Yeah,
let's
girl, you're
do it
modded
now.
up. And they come in here strong. They tell you, like, where is my moderator blue jacket? Like, oh, I don't have it. Girl, I got your back, Lele.
Here's the
Yogi's my
last 5.
friend. Yogi's both of our friends now, and he's like gonna mod you up. He did.
Our last 5.
15! How come you did 15? Let's see who else got it. Um, oh my god, I know who that is too. Miri Barsh. Mike. Oh, who's that? Mike Hera? Who's this? Chill Gaming. They're new, Yogi.
Chill Gaming's it's been a little while since he's been in. He's got a really big channel. He's one of like the big name gaming channels out there.
Oh my gosh. That is so cool. We get to make friends with them now too, and it brings them back into the live stream.
Hey, Mohammed.
right?
Yeah, I would have loved if MK got one. I would have loved if Toy Pops got one. Um,
Someone else can do a 5 membership giveaway and maybe I might get one. A right touch of fishing. Oh my god, let's see who else got. There's 5 more people that got it. You did 15.
Thank you, Llama. Llama says, well done for everyone who got a membership. Much appreciated. I hope I make it worth your while, guys. I want to give one more. I try to shout them out every day. The reason why I even have a membership channel is as suggested by Eric Lapointe. He said, you don't have to worry about doing it for like even putting out separate content. Just 99 cents is a way people can support you and your channel. It doesn't have to be presented as, hey, you get special perks if you join the membership. It's just a way of helping a friend out. Grumpy says,
But what
yeah,
you but what you offer for your membership, Yogi, it's beyond 99 cents. Okay. And first of all, YouTube takes a percentage of that 99 cents. Okay. So it's not even 99 cents. It's like, let's say 60 cents, right? For 60 cents a month, for what? Like, you get a private, personal person that actually, their help that they give you actually works, changes your life, right? I mean, come on. Like I still like I'm like you need to up that price because for what you offer, Yogi, for 99 cents, amazed that more people are not jumping on that opportunity, right? It's beyond what happens on these live streams. It's very intimate, it's very private, it's very grown up, and it's very to the point, right? If you come into that live stream and you say blah blah blah, Yogi responds with, "Let's fix that blah 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 and make it a sentence, right? Let's clear your brain and let's get you back on track." And when you leave that live stream, you are back on track, right? That's what the Yogi offers for 99 cents a month membership, guys. Take advantage of it. Please support the Yogi. You're
thank
amazing,
you.
Yogi.
You might be my greatest uh, salesperson, supporter, PR master. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, that's what I'm listen. This is a community, right? And if you were to look for the definition of what a community is a bunch of people that come together and everyone has a different something that they're good at. That's what makes us superheroes. We have different we're on different things. Like with autism, there's a spectrum, right? It's not autism and then you're here. It's autism and there's a spectrum. There's Everyone is gifted very differently, right? And it's bringing all those gifts together. It's like that's just the amazing thing when that community comes together and they offer their skills, all their different skills in different ways, because like you have so many people that are here showing you support in so many different ways, right? I always say the super chats are not the only way. Staying through the whole live stream, sharing the live stream, sharing the shorts, sharing the videos, that's like a super chat by itself right there, right? That's supporting the channel. Getting a membership for yourself and getting like inviting 5 new friends. What an amazing gift to that channel and to that content creator, right? It speaks volumes. That is priceless. Like giving that gift is what's priceless, right? It's like wow, someone really cares about my success and growing. So my strength is this, and because of you I'm realizing it, right? Like this is my strength, so I'm here to like give my strength, right? That's all I'm doing. And I get so like passionate about it. I'm not going to say aggressive anymore. I get so passionate and in your face about it, and I don't have any remorse about it. None, zero, zilch, because you deserve it, Yogi. I want to see you be successful. It's my dream.
Do you know what
Hold
everything you
on, I don't
said?
want you to get copyright. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
Holy cow. Cat, thank you so much. Cat upgraded. And RJ, my friend, thank you so much.
RJ History, $20 super chat. Oh my god! And Kat upgraded her membership.
Thank you both.
Oh,
Very much
that's how we
appreciated,
do
guys.
it on a Friday. RJ, you're amazing. What kind of country is that from?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's amazing
However,
too. What country is that from? Hi, Slums. What
so
country? Tell us, RJ. You're
everything,
amazing, RJ. India. That's from India, Yogi. Yes. Yes.
blessings, my friend. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So
I'm gonna
this
sing a
reminds
song
me,
for. Can I sing a song for RJ?
sure.
Do you guys mind? It's a Hindi song, so I'm gonna sing it. RJ, this is for you. तुम पास आए यो मुस्कुराए तुमने न जाने क्या सपनों देखा है अब तो मेरा दिल जागे न सोता है क्या करवाए कुछ कुछ होता है क्या करवाए कुछ कुछ होता है. It means like for people from afar, but they want to be friends, you know? And what a great way. You're our best friend now, RJ. We love you.
Um, I want to go all the way up. Maybe you can help with this. Our friend Abigail says, "I'm tired of getting bullied." Where are you being bullied at, Abigail? I'm sorry.
Yeah, Abigail.
You're a beautiful person. You most certainly do not deserve to be bullied, my friend. If we can help you in any
Oh,
way, let us know. I know.
Abigail, can I tell you a story? And maybe it might help because I wish someone had told me a story like this because I would have looked at it differently because I got bullied my entire life. And by it made me drop out of school, right? It made me not it, it made me close myself off to this point where I didn't trust anyone, okay? And they used to have a talk show where you people these people meet up with their bullies like way later in life and then they get to like be like look at me now, right? And I always wished I had an opportunity like that where I could have done that as well. And guess what? I got that opportunity, right? And because at this point in my life I had built confidence, which was like way later in my life, I ran into my bully and I went up to her and I asked her, like, do you remember me? I said, hi, are you this person? And she said, yeah. I was surprised. I said, did you go to this school? And she said, yeah. And I said, did you go to this next school? And she said, yeah. And I said, do you remember me? And then she said, no. And then I said the name that she used to call me in school. Like, it just made me so ugly, this name that she called me. And I didn't even know why she called me it. And I said the name to her, and she said, "No, I don't remember." And I said, "You don't remember? Don't you remember pulling my hair, throwing me down the hill, covering me with snow, right? Don't you remember all these things?" And then she was like, "No, like what are you talking about?" And I realized that day that she affected me so bad. And I told her that day, I said, "Do you want to know something? Because you treated me that way through school, I made me a different person. I could have been another kind of a person, but because you did that, it made me like this." And she came to apply for a job at a place I was working at, and the boss was my best friend. And I told him, like, you can't hire her. Before I went to talk to her, I said, there's no way you can hire that person because she was like my bully through my whole, like, this high school years, made me drop out of school and everything. And he's like, I said, let me talk to her first. And then when I left her, I told my boss, like, whatever, hire her if you want to. I don't really care. She's a nobody to me because she didn't even remember me. Right. And do you want to know something? We became best friends.
Well,
We became best friends. She got the job, right? And you know what? I realized it wasn't worth it. These bullies, you know why they bully on you? Do you want to know why? Because they're not okay. They're not, who's okay? The one getting bullied. That's the one that's okay, a normal person. That's why they're bullying on you because they're so upset. Why are you like this? And they can't be like that, right? And I think when you look at it from like, instead of being intimidated by them, feel sorry for them because they really are crying for help by
Agreed.
picking on you, bullying on you, calling you names. It's a reflection of themselves. It has absolutely, absolutely nothing to do with you, Abigail. Okay? Nothing. This girl, she needed help. I wished I had knew that then, and I wished I could have felt sorry for her instead of being intimidated by her. There was no reason for me to be intimidated by none whatsoever. She needed my help, right? She needed my help. She was the one in trouble. That's why she picked on me. Imagine how sad her life must be. Or whoever it is that's bullying on you. Imagine the energy that goes into picking on you every day, right? Why is it you? Don't you say, why? How come you don't bully on somebody else? Why is it just me, right? How come it can't be somebody else? How many of us have been bullied in our life? Listen, now I say no to bullies and I'm in your face. I'm going to be in your face. No one's going to pick on anybody. And you, Abigail, you need to start realizing there's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're perfectly beautiful, amazing, everything just the way you are. The person that needs the help is that person that's bullying on you. And I know that doesn't take it away, but the moment you look at it from, she doesn't intimidate me anymore, I actually feel sorry for her. The outcome, watch and see, will be so different. I promise, promise, promise you. Promise you. Sorry, Yogi, I took over, but honestly, I was bullied my entire life,
It's
right?
okay. I appreciate your insight in the matter. You know, bullying's pretty subtle, and we don't always even realize that we're being bullied. And people
Yeah.
who are bullying don't always even realize that they're bullying. Um,
Yeah.
I mentioned the story, growing up, I had to see a speech therapist. I had a speech impediment, and
Yeah.
certain words were almost impossible for me to pronounce, and including my name. And I dreaded having to stand up at the beginning of the school year and say my name because I
Aw.
knew the entire class was going to laugh. And
Mm.
I remember certain words my teachers, and they were nuns because I went to Catholic school, um, knew I would pronounce funny and would have me stand up and say it, um, so everyone could laugh. If I were to say this was, ages ago, uh, I don't know if you know, I'm 60 years old, so I'm pretty old. Um,
Every time you say that, it's so funny. Like, yeah, like
these
I'm 60.
these
Like,
teachers, if they're even still alive, um,
I'm like, I
if
have
I
a 60-year-old friend. He's like my best friend.
if I were to say to the teachers,
It's so funny. Every time I
it's
say
pretty old.
it.
If I were to say to the teachers, um, it really hurt me to be bullied like that, they would be shocked. How did I bully you? I was never a
Yeah.
bully. I never pushed you down. I never called you a name. But it's so subtle, and it makes you wonder. Even in a live stream, do you ever bully someone just by pointing something out for a laugh?
Yeah.
Because it gives us a cheap thrill, a cheap high at someone else's expense. That's bullying as
Yeah.
well. So
Yeah. Yeah. It's
this
subtle
is
bullying, like you said, right?
right.
I
This is
call it
where
passive aggressive. Like it's kind of like you're hiding it, but you're doing it.
exactly. Song of
Yeah.
Hand says kids can be cool. Kids can be cool, and so can adults when they don't realize it.
Do
This
you
is
want to
the
know who? Do you want to know who else is really big bullies and gets away with it a lot of times? And trust me, I've experienced this in life as well. Teachers, teachers, especially if you're special, like you have autism, ADHD. ADD. Like it's like teachers are people as well, right? And they're selective with who they're going to like in the classroom and who is going to be the troublemaker of the classroom. And a lot of times it's us, it's the people who have special needs that they just don't have the patience for. And guess what? It's bullying as well, right?
Agreed. I mean,
Exactly
that's
what you're talking about. Like the nuns, just because I'm a teacher, why, how can I bully on you if I'm a teacher, right?
exactly.
And like that doesn't exempt you, right? Just because you're a teacher, you're not a bully. Like, hello, you, some of the teachers are the biggest bullies, right? I've been in a
Agreed.
classroom where someone with autism was uh, they had shut down. They had a panic attack. Like I don't know how the school didn't recognize this, right? Even though the parent had mentioned to the school, uh, don't touch her, don't go near her, contact like the parent who knew better. And it was like 5 minutes for the parent to get to the school to kind of like uh she told them the steps. Guess what the school decided to do? They knew better. They were going to try to help her up, right? Physical, that's physical. Try to help her up, and guess what happened? She reacted, and her body, instead of being in the cement anymore, lashed out because now she was being touched, she was being handled, someone wanted to pick her up. And then of course her desk went flying and her body went back because she's a bigger person. And guess what happened? They said she had behavioral problems, right? Because now she got physical. Never mind. How about the school? Why did the teacher and the principal put their hands on that child when they were told not to? Right? When we're not with our kids at school, guess who we trust when the school calls and they tell you stuff about? I'm speaking about kids with special needs, right? And parents who have kids with when the school calls, because they're the school, because they're the principal, because we trust in what they tell us, right? But guess who we're supposed to trust in what they tell us? Not them. We trust in the child, right? Even though it's a child, trust in the child because the child has no reason to have to protect themselves or have to like be like give you excuses. Like they don't, that's learned behavior, right? That's learned behavior. There's no reason for them to have to embellish anything. So I feel like for me, with experience, a lot of parents don't listen to their kids, right? Where that's who you listen to, not the school, not the teacher. Take what they tell you, but follow it up with what the child tells you, right?
Right.
Because
Hey,
teachers are big bullies too.
imagine how different classrooms would be, neighborhood would be, families would be, if people were taught that one Buddhist concept of what we talk about quite a bit here, the three gates. Um,
Yeah.
it would be impossible to bully someone, even subtly or otherwise, if we asked ourselves, is what I'm about to say true? Not again, you got to be really distinct when you say this. Not that I want it to be true, or I wish it was true, or I think it's true. Do I absolutely know for certain that it's true? Is it necessary? Me again, meaning not that I want it to be necessary, not that it's necessary to me. Is it necessary to the other person as well? Is it necessary for our relationship? Does it better anything by me
Totally.
saying this? Exactly. And then lastly, and for me the most important one, the entire basis of my channel, is it kind? Is what I'm about to say kind? If what you're about to say doesn't pass any of those three gates, don't say it because it's just not, it's not worth it for you. No one ever feels, they might think they do. Hey, banana, no one ever feels better um, as a bully. No one ever feels better being mean to someone or saying something. Hey, Adam, um, it might be that short, like a sugar rush, where you feel good like immediately after, thinking, "Man, I put them in their place." but then you have that crash and you start thinking, man, I really hurt that person. You still there? I think you faded out, Toy Pups. And she's gone. Nice to see you, Adam. Anna says so too. Adam, man, imagine if we did teach that to people. Imagine if we practice it ourselves to whatever extent that we're able. We don't need to be perfect in our practice. That's why it's called a practice. If Toy Pups, so you're still breaking up. And she's off again. That's okay. I appreciate her coming up for the amount of time that she did. Always wise words, always a good time, and very insightful. And such a good friend. Flip Up says, I blame Jace. Where is Jace? I hope everything's okay with him.
Hi.
Hello. How are you?
Good. I'm La Llorona.
You what?
La Llorona, the legend.
I'm not quite catching what you mean, Selma.
I think the movie La Llorona, the Weeping Woman.
I've never seen it.
That's me.
I heard you mention that the
Yeah.
other day. I think Cat and Jack asked you what that meant. Toy Pup says, thank you, Yogi. You are too kind. Songahan says, Toy Pups is spreading wise words. She certainly was, Songahan. And I always go to the first gate. Is it necessary?
Jack, La Llorona is the legend of me becoming that weeping woman.
Yeah, you talked about that yesterday.
And I get so upset. Every time I get upset, I turn myself into a ghost. Like I cannot function myself about my anger of Harrison cheating on me again. We broke up.
Well, I'm sorry that happened, Selma. You deserve better. And you don't deserve, sometimes I think it's worse the ups and downs, the uncertainty, being happy for a short amount of time. But in the back of your mind, you feel like sooner or later the rug's going to be put out from underneath of you. So you deserve stability and someone who loves you with a consistency that you are worth. No games, no pranks, no breaking up, but I want to get back together with you later. Just someone who's going to be there for you all the time.
Yeah, and guess what?
What?
I'm dating Jack now.
No, you were dating him before, right?
I used to date him, but it's all first started. Can I tell you something?
Sure. Yep.
When I first started dating Jackson, I went to his school, and that's how I met. So he asked me out. He said, "Can you date me?" And I said yes. And then he dated another girl, and I was like, "Why are you dating another girl besides me?" Because I will be a better girlfriend than her. I can treat you better than her.
same thing with Harrison. I'm like Harrison. I would do the same thing that I did to Jackson. I liked when Jackson did the same thing when we were together. When what we did go with the rule, he didn't call me once a week, but now he's not anymore. And I'm like, what is going on? Is this the situation I want to be in? I'm like, so I keep telling myself that I wanted to be with Jackson. So I'm like, okay, I will be with Jackson instead of Harrison, who's not treating me better. So yeah.
Well, just be careful. Whatever you decide to do, just be careful.
Yeah.
Let's see. We're gonna go back in the chat here, Selma, just for a moment. Phoenix says, Selma, I love you.
I love you too, Phoenix. Oh, Puppy Mommy said blah blah blah.
She has an
Puppy
excellent.
Mommy. Blah 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 of the place. Puppy Mommy is doing blah 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 blah.
Excellent point. Hey, our friend Jacob, who is posting under the Burpee Reaper and Leo Sitso and Jacob supporters, says, You're an awesome person, Selma's sister. Just be careful. We love you as family.
I love you too.
Willow says, Hi, Yogi. Hi, Selma. Phoenix says to Puppy Mama, good to see you or hear you on the panel. It was beautiful. Yeah, these are things that Toy Pups is really passionate about. So it's always important to have her come up, as other people as well. Hey, if you have an insight you want to share, if you think it's going to be helpful for someone, Phoenix, you know, you don't call yourself Phoenix for without reason, my friend, and you've shared some of what you've been through. You know what Phoenix is, Selma?
Yeah.
A bird, a mythical bird that rises from the ashes of a fire, reborn into something new, more powerful, more beautiful. So when Dolly, our friend Phoenix, calls herself Phoenix, it's to signify that she has been through the fire and she's emerged as something new and wonderful. It's a lesson for all of us. So Dahlia, I mentioned to everyone, feel free to use this as a platform to share, whether it be dropping a link, announcing a live stream, or coming up with a message.
Hi, Sue. You blah blah blah, Puppy Mommy.
Thank you, Willow. Willow says she sending love and prayers to all.
Thank you, Willow.
So, Willow, we have not done breath work yet. If you would like. Oh, nope. She says you can't stay. See you later. Sorry, Yogi. Really not good. But just sorry. It's okay, Willow. Willow, sending you love, my friend.
Puppy Mommy, this is for you. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah.
Let's see. Willow says that yes, she could do quick breath work. Okay, let's do quick breath work. So hey, Selma, can you hop back in the chat, and then if you want to come up when we're done to help me say goodbye?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you guys.
We love you too. So here's what we're going to do, guys. We're going to breathe in for a count of 4. We're going to hold the breath briefly, count of 2. We're going to exhale, pursed lips, not making a whoosh sound, but just slowly letting that breath go. As if we're releasing air from a balloon. We're not rushing it. We're not trying to see how much air we can get out in 6 seconds. Nice and easy, nice and slow. When we breathe in, we want to use that ujjayi breath, that ha sound. So it's going to sound like. And then repeat. So for those who would like to participate, you can let me know. Let me know when you're ready. And when you're ready. And for those who don't want to participate, feel free, just keep talking. I'll hop back in the chat in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Thank you, Dolly. And thank you, Jacob. Jacob, thank you for all you do, my friend. Someone says I'm ready. Will is ready. All right. So if you guys could close your eyes. Phoenix is ready. Just close your eyes. And notice the breath. Just notice it. Notice the feel of your breath. Wherever you're feeling it right now, wherever you've noticed it, how does it feel? You don't need to describe. Just notice it. And now, put your attention on the tip of your nose. And feel the breath there as you breathe in. Feel the breath in as you breathe out. Gentle notice. Not concentrating. If your mind wanders, that's absolutely fine. I want you to put your awareness in one more place right now. Put your awareness on your thoughts. Notice that thoughts are arriving. Thoughts are leaving. Each one is a little different in some way. And yet none of them are permanent. None of them are lasting. Every thought is fleeting through the mind. And the mind just accepts it all and lets everything go. You are the witness to those thoughts. And as a witness, you can't truly be affected by something that you are merely witnessing. And when we learn to let these thoughts go, unattached to their arrival, unattached to their message or how long they stay, we find that we are naturally and easily at peace just by watching those thoughts. And with that, we're going to breathe in for a count of 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for a count of 1, 2. Exhale through the mouth with pursed lips for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Gently breathing out for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in with that ujjayi breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale, pursed lips for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. To purse lips nice and slow for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last breath for 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 1, 2. Exhale for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let go of the breath and rest. Just take this moment for a deep, deep rest, knowing that you breathed your way into a very calm, peaceful, lasting space, and carry it with you wherever you go, whatever you do for the rest of the day. And when you're ready, only when you're ready, open your eyes, and I will see you in the chat. Namaste. Good afternoon, Skeeter. How are you? Are you fishing today? Someone says I feel better. I'm glad, Soma. Destiny says, hey, Yogi, happy Thursday to you. How are you? I'm good, Destiny. How are you, my friend? It's nice to see you. Michael says, so yeah, the live stream went better today, and it is already up to 27 views. Wow, nice. And 9 likes. Hey, Sniper, thanks for being there earlier. Anna says, thank you so much. You're welcome, Anna. Someone says hi to Destiny. Willa says, thank you so much, Yogi. Sorry I can't stay, hospital and vet, but thanks for the breath work. Glad I made it in time for it. You're welcome, my friend. We'll be thinking of you. Someone says hi to Willow. Destiny says, happy Thursdays and blessings to everyone. I hope everyone's having a good Thursday. We're going to wrap things up in, I think, about 5 more minutes. Destiny says, so does Squirrel Sniper. Flip Up says, get a membership or a gift of membership to brighten up not only the yogi, but a new Friends Day. Thank you, Toy Pups. Anna says, hi to Skeeter. Michael says, I received some awesome Weldon Carry channel stickers. Sonora Hunter's logo will be featured in every live stream and premiere. Wow. Awesome, Michael. I'm so glad you're doing that. Phoenix says that was good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Some people might have a little trouble exhaling through their nose for a count of 6. That's one of the reasons we practice that Ujjayi breath. But if we breathe slowly through the mouth, it's a little easier. Well, it says, happy Thursday to everyone. Happy Thursday to you, Anna. Someone says, I miss you, Mommy. Phoenix says, well, that didn't work at all. Sorry, I was so relaxed, didn't want to type. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad that worked so well. Hey, Country Boy Magic says, liked it. Much appreciated, my friend. It's nice to see you. Country Boy Magic says, happy May Day. Happy May Day to you, the 1st of May. Man, things are getting so green. This is my favorite time of the year. June's my favorite month, but May is very, very close. Cable company says, hey, Gator, like that, brother, 50, rock on. Well, 50. Thanks. Big thank you for Jacob Colby, who helped us get here. Flip Up says, miss you too. Destiny says, hello to Michael. Michael says, hey there, Destiny. Hey, Half Tuber. Half Tuber says, good evening, host. Good evening to you. Half Tuber 81. So this next live stream, not today. We did some breath work. I do want to talk about the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 technique. For anxiety and panic. I've talked about it to individuals before. I'm not sure that we've talked about it with in a group. It's a grounding exercise. Wonderful for anxiety. Here are the benefits. Reduces anxiety, improves emotional regulation, enhances mindfulness, improves concentration, it's easy and accessible, may increase serotonin levels, has a calming effect, reduces stress, counters negative thoughts, and long-term coping strategy. Pretty cool, huh? It's basically a mindful approach. All right, where was I? Half Tuber says, good evening, Anna. Country Boy Magic says, I like you all. Hey, we like you too, Country Boy Magic. We love you, my friend. I appreciate you coming in and spending time with us. Half Tuber says, good evening, Phoenix. Phoenix says, peace and blessings, Country Boy. Good morning. Country Boy sends us some love. Thank you. Half Tuber says, well, I know, host, you're from what country? I am from the United States, my friend, on the East Coast. Half Tuber says, my name is Bharat Singh from India. Kerala. Did I pronounce Kerala right? Person that through his teachings I learned meditation from a long time ago was his village. So if it says, greetings, Country Boy Magic. I have, hold on one second. I get his newsletter still. He passed away in 96. Agnathus Warren. I dug this out. This is spring 2025. And it's from his teachings, from his books, lectures. Hey, Leo. Leo says, much love, Brother Yogi. Much love to you, Leo. How are you? Phoenix says, good morning, Skeeter. Yep, this entire pamphlet, Spring Quarterly, deals with kindness, which, as you guys know, an important issue for the channel. All right. Dolly says, burpee and chill, good morning and blessings. So maybe this evening we'll do that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 mindfulness technique mixed in with some breathing. Let me know if anyone's interested. Because it's a technique. If anyone suffers from anxiety, panic attacks, negative thoughts, this is a great technique to have on hand. Half Tuber says, have you been to India? I have not been to India, but so many of the great teachers of my life have been Indian. From Paramahansa Yogananda, he wrote the great book, Autobiography of a Yogi, which pretty much cemented my path in life. Agnathus Warren, who I mentioned, again, his photo. Deepak Chopra, who I am a certified meditation teacher through his Chopra Institute. Kat said, interested? You got it, Kat. Yeah, I'm always on the lookout for little things that I think might be helpful for all of us. By all of us, I'm definitely including me. Phoenix says, kindness matters. Kindness does matter. In the end, for me, that's all that matters. I was asked, it was a while back, and it was on a YouTube live stream. What if I was wrong about everything I said? What if the entirety of A Course in Miracles was absolutely wrong? And my answer was, I'm okay with that. The end of my life, if everything that I, thought about, yoga, Course in Miracles, all that stuff, proved 100% wrong, at the end of my life, it wouldn't matter one bit, as long as I practiced kindness through my life. As long as I looked back and I thought I was as kind as I could possibly be. And I'm not saying, looking back and asking, could I have been kinder? Kind as I could possibly be. Because even at the end of my life, I want to let myself off the hook. I want to take that last moment to also be kind to myself. I did the best that I could. Which puts me right in the moment. Am I doing the best that I can right now? Can I do better? I don't know. We try. And that's enough. I'm no longer interested in enlightenment or a final awakening. I like a friend of mine, the author Robert Saltzman. He wrote the book, The 10,000 Things and Depending on No Thing. Great writer. Very, he shares his own awakening and he guides us through his and ours. He says awakening never ends. There's no final awakening where, now I know. We're awakening moment by moment by moment. So for me, my awakening is in kindness, is in forgiveness. Each moment that I get to forgive is a little awakening. Who knows what that adds up to at the end of the life? But if it doesn't add up to anything other than this, I'm perfectly okay. Phoenix says yes. And no one demonstrates that better than Phoenix. She's another channel. If you hang out in her live stream, it is dedicated to kindness. It is dedicated to her sharing her message and welcoming everyone. Thank you, RJ. Zephyr says, dungeon programming. Thank you, Cable Company. Gator, my friend. Phoenix says, hashtag grooming, and I don't know what CPTSD stands for. So that's for today. Tonight we'll do some other stuff. If you get a chance to come by and hang out, keep an eye out for each other. See who might be live. Last night, before I went live, I had a great opportunity to hang out with the Cable Company for a while. Always fun. One of the most energetic and informative live streamers that you're going to get a chance to hang out with. This morning, one of my all-time favorite things to do in the morning, especially in the morning, because, in the evening, I'm getting ready for bed, but in the morning, I get a little time sitting on the porch, putting my feet up, drinking a cup of tea, and hanging out with Kat and Jack. And I did mention Phoenix. In my opinion, Phoenix has an important channel. She's doing important work. She's healing, and she's taking you along. Heal with her. No one heals alone. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha, Phoenix. No one heals alone. Take a friend with you. I keep mentioning Ram Dass and his end of life message when he was asked, what's the purpose, the meaning of life? And he said, we're all just walking each other home. I love that. So I'm happy to be walking with you guys. Thank you. We'll see everyone later. Love you guys.